is the talk of the town with the restless guy. Don't you bother to fool him around. Keeps the varmints on the run, boy. Keeps the varmints on the run. You may think he's a sleepy type guy, always takes his time. Soon I know you'll be changing your mind when you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use a gun. He's the top of the West, always cool, he's the best. He keeps alive with his Colt 45. You won't bother to fool him around when you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use a gun. He's the top of the West, always cool, he's the best. He keeps alive with this Colt 45. Who's the guy who's riding to town in the prairie sun? You won't bother to fool him around when you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use his gun.
Alrighty, Fallout time. Okay, I'm still enjoying this game, and so we're gonna keep playing it. But, what is it, but? Yeah, just for this weekend. Again, next weekend I'll be away at a con, so... I'll just be streaming this weekend, this game, and then after I get back from my con the following week, we'll be playing Helldivers 2 again. So that's the plan. But I'm gonna keep enjoying my possibly favorite game. I certainly have the most hours in this game, so it's difficult to dispute that this one could be my favorite. Man, I'm ready to dump this mustache, I gotta say. Gotta keep it for another week. Okay, let's join a team. What time of day is it in game? 8 p.m. Damn. All right, just missed the daytime. All right, whatever. All right, let's join a team. Let's see. I guess we'll try this one. Yeah. All right, full team.
And oil spill. I have never.
Okay, so since yesterday, I've played a bit more and leveled up past 50, as you can see. And I've worked on my build to the point where I think it's decent for now. I mentioned I talked all about yesterday about how I was planning to be a bloodied build. And yep, so I got kind of all the basic things that I need for a bloodied build, so I'm pretty much all set for the time being. I think I probably even have all the perks that I need for now as well. So like anything else that I could get, I don't really need for now. So, effectively... I was removed from the team? What a fucker. Okay, join another team. I feel like sometimes I get removed from teams, because I start characters over and over, right? So I feel like sometimes, like, I get removed because, like, I'm too low level or some shit. This deer over here is actually just tracking me. So I've got a full set of unyielding armor, and I've got 2 bloodied weapons. Right now I'm using a hunting rifle and a 10mm pistol. I specifically like this combo because it's like very sort of classic Fallout. Fallout 1 and 3, I think. They're the first guns you get. A hunting rifle and 10mm. So I like to kind of go with that, as I like to feel like still kind of like an early game, beginning just set out kind of character. So both these weapons are bloodied, and they both have faster fire rate and lower VATS action cost. So they're fun to play with. Now then, let's get into the gaming. All right, so these are I watch a lot of I think any like serious like hardcore Fallout. Oh, hold on a second, something I'm forgetting. I turned the music off again. Turn the music off again because off stream I'll play my own playlist, but on stream, you know, why not lean into the actual game some more? So a lot of hardcore Fallout fans, Fallout 76 fans will regularly watch, you know, Fallout 76 content on YouTube. I mean, you could say the same of like any fan of anything, right? That, you know, they watch relevant content on YouTube, right? So for me, I'm like so into unowned. Built up an awful lot for an unowned workshop. So like I'm so obsessed with Fallout. I've watched pretty much every decent relevant video, I would say, for the franchise. And I keep pretty up to date with the YouTubers that regularly post content about this game, or at least the bigger ones. So one of them is a guy named Angry Turtle. And he regularly will post about like updates coming to the game, because he'll play the PTS. And he will experiment with new or changed builds. So he's very informative and he's very helpful. So I'll also check the Reddit somewhat regularly. And so, you know, people will, you know, post and ask questions like, what are the weapons everyone is, you know, regularly using? And I see some people talk about, you know, different weapons they like to use, like either weapons where they like min-max and they try to kill everything super quick, or weapons they just have fun with using, or just like weapons that feel good to use but aren't the best, stuff like that. And one term I've seen used a few times that I first started seeing from Angry Turtle is to describe like a weapon that you use like regularly in your like day-to-day. He describes those weapons as a daily driver, which is a term, again, I don't see that term anywhere else, or I've never heard that term before. A daily driver. So like, you use this, like, it's the weapon that you would use, you know, every day just for your, like, regular activities. You wouldn't, you know, the daily driver, you wouldn't necessarily use it in a raid, or maybe in daily ops or events, or, like, maybe, you know, not some of the higher level events, possibly. But you would use it, you know, just kind of running around the map, collecting resources, exploring locations, stuff like that. So, I don't know, I just brought that up because I see sometimes people on Reddit use the same term, and then they'll also reference Angry Turtle and his builds and stuff. So, yeah, no, I just put this build together just today, this bloodied build. Unyielding armor, full set, and 2 bloodied weapons. And I guess I bring up Daily Driver because these bloodied weapons that I have, they're not the most efficient weapons in the game. If you're familiar with the game, you might suspect that already. The hunting rifle, I never see... Like, you can kind of tell what are some of the better weapons if you... You know, if you play the game regularly and you go do events in-game, and you see what other people are using. So, like, easily, I could say... I never see anyone use the hunting rifle, for example. It fires very slow, you could miss, it's not especially powerful. People generally prefer at least semi-automatic weapons, you know, not bolt action. But as I'll demonstrate here, it's quite effective for just like running around killing regular enemies. Okay, server's a little slow, so these guys don't die immediately. What? Okay. So there's something a little off about this server. They're not dying right when I shoot them. That's okay. They die anyway. They have like a guard dog that just wanders around outside. Would have been helpful for them if the guard dog was maybe closer to camp. Could have detected me sooner, maybe. Yeah, something that's kind of annoying about this game is that it is, you know, an MMO sort of. So it's like, you know, connected to a server. So sometimes an action that you take in game is like a little delayed compared to what you would actually see from the server. So like you shoot an enemy and they don't die until like a second later, right? Something like that. Which it's kind of annoying to see, and it's a bit immersion breaking. I don't know how you would fix that. Like, maybe if I went to a different server, it would improve? Possibly. Anyway, that's my hunting rifle. I'll show my 10mm, which I put an automatic receiver on. Seems like you really only need 2 shots. I heard another guy running around. There he is. I almost never... Where's this person? I almost never put an automatic receiver onto the 10mm pistol. Like, I never think to do it. But, man, it's very effective, I gotta say. So today on stream, probably mostly what I'll be doing is trying to explore fully this region of the map that I've built my camp in, the Toxic Valley. I want to fully explore it before I move on to a new region and build another camp. Oh, there was a public event that started, but I guess nobody wanted to do it. It's kind of a bit too bad. It's a little bit too bad. Just because, where's the exit here? It's a little bit too bad because, that event, the reward is, canned meat stew, which is handy for me with my carnivore mutation. Because that'll give me an okay XP buff. Later, at some point, probably not today, I will transfer some characters between my characters Did I say characters? Did I say transfer characters between my characters? Is that what I said? I will transfer items between my characters. Did I actually say transfer some characters between my characters? Am I crazy? Am I going crazy? I will transfer some items between my characters. I've got one character that has, oh yeah, I named my guns. I named one the Dweller's Sidearm, like the Vault Dweller. And I named the other one the Wanderer's Rifle, like the Lone Wanderer. I also hate playing at nighttime. This is another thing I don't like about this game, is that, you know, it becomes night and I can't, like, sleep to skip time ahead to daytime. Because whenever I play, like, open world games or RPGs, I prefer to play during the daytime and not so much at night. You get to, like, see and enjoy the world more during the day. Hey, a noose! Interesting. It's almost my height. Oh, interesting. So this guy killed himself with the noose, because, like, you know, how you would do it is you would put your head through the hole, and then you would kick out a chair from under you, and... or a stool in this case. And then you can see the skeleton. His body's fallen to the floor, and his skull is right there, so I guess his head came off after some time of disintegrating. Now... something that kind of doesn't make some sense is, like, why would you see, like, a full skeleton, but, like, no bits of, like, clothing anywhere? Just bone, just a complete skeleton set? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the developers didn't want to put in too much detail, or, they wanted to kind of keep, because, like, Fallout has always had, like, a tiny bit of, like, a tongue-in-cheek kind of dark humor about it. So just seeing, like, a full, complete skeleton set is like a little silly, you know? It's a tiny bit silly. There's an NPC over here. This guy. Let's talk to him. Her.
My back. Yeah, you'd think we'd start using some more metal like the Raiders. Need some new clothes. I'm getting there.
Alright, she's got nothing for me. So I said that I want to explore all the locations in the Toxic Valley region. Who's this? Level 994. In the Toxic Valley region. What is level 600s doing there? A lot of very high-level peeps around here. Yeah, so I want to explore all the locations in the Toxic Valley region. This one, this location over here, I would consider on the edge of the region, so I will, in fact, explore it. Ooh, that's too bad. I took a risk. I thought, hey, maybe the fall won't kill me. I do have a perk on called Serendipity, so there's a chance that I will avoid damage. I guess it didn't trigger. So aesthetically for my character, I'm still kind of going with like a early game Vault Dweller kind of look. And I'll probably keep that until about level 100. So I've got, you know, I've got my Vault suit, shielded, of course. And I've got leather armor, just like level, you know, light leather armor. I kind of like the look of it. I also have a bit of a paint on it. Generally speaking, I don't typically like playing with a vault suit, because I like to kind of have like a bit more of a realistic, rustic, kind of natural kind of look to my character, and like everything else I do in the game. But yeah, because I wanted to get that feeling of being like new to the wasteland, so it works for me. All right, I got my stuff from where I died, so we can continue. kill all these cultists here. I think typically I like to get them all on the outskirts and then I'll move in at this location. I don't think you avoided that damage. You think? Bruh. What's bruh? What happened? Level up. So one of the reasons, what's more realistic than wearing a vault suit in a Fallout game? Wearing a vault suit in real life? I mentioned the other day that I finally caught up on watching Fish Tank Season 4, or I should say, what would you call it? A compilation of the main events that have happened in Season 4. So not the officially edited Season 4 of the show. But at the end, they were basically, I kind of mentioned before, they were filming like this reality show in a house in like a neighborhood. And the show is basically, you have a bunch of contestants and they're told they have to stay inside. And they compete for like, in like, you know, various competitions and stuff. And they can win money and prizes and things. So again, the show is filmed like in a house in a neighborhood. So, but the show is that all the contestants have to stay in the house, right? But in this season, they had the police called on them, and basically, like they were filming in like a small town or something, I think, in a house in a small town, and I think basically, you know, the community, they didn't like the show they were making. And so now, like, legally, they're going after the producers of the show. So, basically, they had to, like, pack up and, like, quickly leave, the house they were filming in. And so they came back, like, a day later. They went live again a day later. And all the contestants were now in like a basement somewhere, and so instead of like filming in like a full house, they were set up in like a basement. And it was confirmed that it was in fact the basement from the house that was used in the second season of Fish Tank. So they went from filming. So season 4 was filmed in the same house as season 1. And then they basically got kicked out of that town. So they had to move the show to the basement of the house from season 2. And so they were filming in the basement, and basically they changed the dynamic of the show from like a bunch of contestants being inside a house to then they changed it to like a role play kind of scenario to have a bunch of survivors in a like bunker after the nukes dropped, basically. And this is great because I mentioned the other day that Sam Hyde really likes Fallout. I mentioned that he live streamed him playing Fallout 1 and Fallout 3, and he references it sometimes. And recently on a podcast with his friend Nick, he showed him a new trailer for a Fallout fan project. So I think he does genuinely like Fallout, which is cool, because I like both him and Fallout. Anyway, so at the end, so they were filming in this basement, and they basically got kicked out again. Like, you know, the cops came, they were like, okay, you can't do this, you're getting sued by the city, whatever is going on. I don't know the full situation, but they have legal problems from making the show. And so they basically had to stop. And, yeah, it happened again when they moved to the second house. So they had to stop the show, and they went live one last time, and they had like a full... They tried to give like an explanation with the full cast and contestants, and they were like, yeah, sorry, we had to stop. So basically, we're going to we're gonna stop this season here, and we're gonna pick it up in the near future, and we're gonna do a better job of setting it up this time. And so, one of the contestants, they basically all the remaining contestants got to go to the camera and like say a little bit about their time on the show. And one of the guys, he was like, "Oh yeah, as you can see from the costume I'm wearing, we had some fun stuff planned to show you guys, the viewers, but unfortunately, you know, we couldn't do it." And the costume he was wearing was, in fact,
You show your face.
this
On.
costume. my Fallout 76 Vault 76 jumpsuit. It was, in fact, the Vault 76 jumpsuit. Not the Fallout 4 one. Not the Fallout show. The Fallout 76 jumpsuit. Which I was like, whoa, what? I would say probably most hardcore Fallout fans still hate... they still hate Fallout 76, and they will not... I don't know. I don't get why. They can never forgive, like, the great sin this game imposed on their beloved franchise. Again, I'm not really too sure why. Is it because it's multiplayer? Like, who cares? You can play solo. Is it because there's pay to win and, like, subscriptions and stuff like that? Like, every fucking game has that. So, like, why are you complaining about this one? Is it because this game has, like, a little too many goofy things in it? It has, like, an equal amount of serious things, but the other Fallout games had goofy things in them, too. So, why are you being such a baby? I don't really get... Is it because, I don't know, like, this game was, like, a little bit controversial at launch with, like, its bugginess, and one controversy that they love to keep bringing up from the launch of this game is that people who pre-ordered the Collector's Edition, the Collector's Edition was supposed to come with a canvas bag that said, like, Vault-Tec on it or something, but when people got their Collector's Edition mailed to them, the bag was not canvas, it was nylon! And people, to this day, are still upset with that. It's just like, okay, not that many people ordered the Collector's Edition in the first place. Actually, it wasn't... Because I pre-ordered the game, and I got like a sort of Collector's Edition, but there's like different tiers. When you pre-order games these days, there's different tiers of Collector's Editions, right? So there's the base, there's like just the regular base, you know, straight up game, and then like there's one tier above that, and then there's like another tier above that. So I think it was the top tier, like, Collector's Edition thing, because I pre-ordered, like, the second tier of whatever the Collector's Edition of the game was. The second tier Collector's Edition. So I didn't get anything with it. I think I got, like, some in-game stuff. Like an in-game costume, an in-game emote. The cover of the box was different. I think the fact that I pre-ordered it would have given me access to the beta, but I chose not to play it because I was like, well, because I was kind of concerned that, like, maybe if I played the game and I made progress in it, that wouldn't transfer over from the beta to the main game, which it did. So, oh well. Progress did transfer over. And then I was also thinking, well, you know, the beta's the time where, like, you know, they got to discover new bugs and they got to work it out. And I was thinking to myself, they will sort out all the major bugs before launch. And then, you know, of course they didn't really get them all. Oh well. But still, at launch, I love this game, and like every major update just made me like it a lot more. I've talked about this before, but they did remove some stuff from this game that I wish that they could have kept in the game, and I wish they didn't take it away, but at least it's not as bad as Destiny, where they, you know, for Destiny 2, they took out like basically the whole beginning storyline. All of the story content in this game is still there. is still here in the game. They didn't remove anything major like that. They just took out different gameplay modes. They took out the survival mode, which is basically like open PvP, limited fast traveling. It had like an XP, an experience buff, like a permanent buff, that whole game mode. They took away the Battle Royale mode, which people, I think to this day, are still asking to bring back, because currently in the game, there is PvP. You could do PvP, but nobody ever does. Nobody ever thinks to do PvP in this game. Just because it's just kind of like cumbersome, and like it has to be like a sort of handshake kind of method for initiating it. So like you would damage a player, and then they have to damage you back, and then you both can start PvPing. So arguably, whoever hits second has the upper hand, because the player who hits first doesn't know exactly when the player is going to keep attacking. Doesn't know when the second player is going to keep attacking them. So it's not a very good system. So in the survival mode, basically it was like open PvP, so you could attack anyone at any time, and anyone could attack you. And it was great. I loved it. I still wish they would bring back survival mode. Right now in the game, for an alternate game mode, they have custom worlds, which no one ever does. Basically, they kind of made this custom world system sort of in lieu of having mods for the game, like official mod support. I mean, maybe that could be something that fans could be upset with, is that they still haven't added official mod support to the game. And Todd Howard did say, like sometime after launch, like they're still going to add mod support, or mod support is coming or something. This is a multiplayer, sort of like an MMO light. So putting mods into the game would have been difficult, as you can imagine. Like, how do you mod a multiplayer game in a way that it would be fair and reasonable for other players, right? So yeah, they did, closer to launch, they did say they were going to add mod support, and they kind of never really did. There are some mods for this game on PC, but they're kind of like quality of life mods. So like they'll add to your HUD, or they'll add like different trackers, you know, to help you out with your challenges or something like that. Stuff like that, basically. That's about it, yeah. Automatic 10mm is really quite nice. What's the event going on right now? Uranium Fever? People are doing that? One person's doing it. What's going on with this, what do you call it? This server. It's a pretty full server, but like nobody's doing events. I also kind of want to get off of this server because it's a little buggy, if you can say that. Jeez, big stinky. Let me catch up on the chat. No, ooh, La Polizia. Basement Vault Dwellers, that's right. They were trying to go in a Fish Tank, they were trying to go in a bit more of a roleplay direction. Like, the production would come down. It would be Sam Hyde and his friends, they you know, are involved in all of his productions. Ben and Jet. And they would come down and they would, like, you know, put on like a character voice. They would try to make themselves sound like ghouls from Fallout, which is kind of funny. Yeah, so they're trying to go for like a roleplay thing, which they did. Fish Tank Season 2.5, which was called Vampire Blood Games or something like that. They did do like a roleplay, like an intentionally cringy kind of roleplay LARPing setup for that season, where it was like vampire versus vampire hunters in the woods, kind of like live action roleplay type stuff. So yeah, they all played characters in that. Kind of funny. There's no way they was making that much noise / disturbance. Well, I guess they were being disturbing. Like, you know, like every day they do like challenges and stuff like that. So like they were like yelling and shouting. Oh, and then of course the TTS. So like it's a live show, right? So fans would pay to like shout messages like over the speakers, right? At the contestants in the house, right? So I could totally imagine like a lot of those sounds would be audible outside of the house because they sound pretty loud like on the live stream, so you could probably hear them outside. And as you can imagine, because it's a live show and it's a show made by Sam Hyde, pretty much with the TTS messages sent by the fans, almost anything goes with what can be said. So if the neighbors were like walking by the house and like they could hear through the walls like, you know, horrible messages, right? horrible text messages being sent to the house, I can imagine it might be disturbing for them, you know? I'm gonna try going to a different server, because like it's a little bit annoying that I'm like shooting at enemies and they drop a second later. I'm not sure if if changing servers will fix that. And yeah, like also over the speakers in the house they would have like loud music playing and sirens and stuff like that. Okay. Gonna take care of this event over here. Wow, someone else likes Fallout 76, you weren't alone. Well, I can imagine they bought that vault suit costume, because it was probably the cheapest one they could get for the show. Quite possibly the most common vault suits I see people wear for, like, cosplay is, like, a Fallout 4 vault suit, or the Fallout show vault suit. Which you can kind of understand why that is, right? Because Fallout 4 is generally the more popular game. The Fallout show is still pretty new. So that's why you would see people, you know, in those costumes more. But I bought this vault suit before Fallout 76 launched, because I was like so hyped for the game. I was like, I'm so excited for the new Fallout game. I gotta get the new vault suit. And I also... I ordered, like, before the game released, they had this, like, Pip-Boy for the game, for Fallout 76, that you could order. You ordered it disassembled, so you had to, like, put it together yourself, and, like, screw in all the parts and all the buttons and the screen, and put it on the wrist and everything. I did that I assembled it on live stream. That was really fun. I like that. So that just, you know, I want to demonstrate how excited for this game I was. And I'm actually very pleased that, that this game is still going pretty strong. Like, I mean, if you look at the viewership on Twitch, for example, it's not, you know, not too many people are, like, actually watching it, but the community that does like this game, they're still very much invested in it, which is awesome. Okay, I'm gonna try to go to a different server. Again, because I'm complaining that this server feels like a little slow, so I want to try to go to another one. Sounds like the hardcore Fallout fans are very mongoloid. Yeah, the ones that don't like this game and they're very stubborn about only liking basically Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I would agree. But there's so many like different factions of Fallout fans that are like very picky about which games they can like. Okay, this is a different server. It's like there are the old Fallout fans that only like the original 2 games, plus maybe Fallout Tactics, which I never played. I've played all the canon games. Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 4, 76. I played all those. Some Fallout fans will argue that Fallout Tactics... Whoops. What? Oh. Interesting. My Fallout First just ran out. Okay. Let's... Interesting. It literally, like, just ran out just now. No kidding. Okay. Let's see how long I can play without resubscribing. Damn, I wanted to transfer some items over. Fuck. Between my characters. Shit. Damn it. Yeah, probably won't be able to go too long without subscribing again. We'll see. We'll see how long I can go. Damn, I want to... fuck. I wanted to transfer some items over. Shit, I should have keeping... Damn. If I transferred items over between my characters while I still had my Fallout First subscription, I really probably wouldn't really need to resubscribe for some time. I'd probably be able to... I would probably be able to survive playing the game without the subscription. I mean, as it stands right now, I think I'd be probably mostly okay without resubscribing. Huh. Any events going on? No. What time of day is it? 7 p.m.? God damn it! Fuck. I mentioned earlier I hate playing open world games like at night because like when it's nighttime in game. I should stop picking up wood probably for now. Because I like playing these open world games like during the day where you can see more. And I like the last server I was on, like it just became morning. So now it's about to be nighttime again in this server. What, gee, you missed nuclear winter? Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Any New Vegas fans out there? Hey, where'd you come from? I have like, it's got like an auto aim when you like zoom in, it like snaps to the enemy, but it snaps to their torso. Kind of annoying because the torso was behind a car. Okay, I recaptured this workshop. I like to get these just for the rewards. As I'm a newer player, I want those plans. Okay, I'll continue exploring all of the locations here in this region. That's what I'm planning to do today. Yesterday I had to try to do every event that popped up because I needed to collect a bunch of an in-game currency, gold bullion, because I needed to buy some temporarily available in-game items, and I have since purchased those, so I can now proceed to neglect events if I wish. PvP reduced to a gentleman's duel. And yeah, I do miss the nuclear winter mode that was available in this game. It was fun. I didn't fight too much because it was like you know, all PvP battle royale type of thing. There was you would get in this battle royale mode in this game, you would get more rewards based on like how long you would survive, because there's no respawning or reviving in this battle royale. So once you're dead, you're dead. So you would get more XP and more rewards like the longer you would stay alive, basically. And one of the rewards you could get for like ranking up in this battle royale mode is a ghillie suit. So it's like, it looks like you're wearing like a big like carpet made of like grass and leaves. So, and like when you're walking around in the world in this game, like you see another player, you see like their name tag above their head, but in the battle royale you would not see a name tag above their head or like a symbol of any kind. You just see like, you know, a character running around, which I kind of prefer. Speaking of which, here, I'll play without the HUD for a while. You guys tell me if it looks nice. Yes, spoilers, yes it does. Just the HUD is very convenient to have on for obvious reasons, but feels more immersive when there's no HUD, I think. So yeah, in the Battle Royale, players would have like no symbols above their head, so you just see like a character running around. So that means if you tried to hide, it would be pretty easy to hide. Because like if you just stayed still, like people would probably not even notice you. So once you got this ghillie suit in this Battle Royale, you could find bushes around the map and you could just sit there and hide. And again, like you got more rewards the longer you stayed alive, so it made sense, you just don't fight. So that was like most of what I would do playing in that game mode. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. And the community would call people, oh, we're doing an event. Grafton Day with the Grafton Monster. Oh, you were so tough. That's fine. Well, I killed him quick. I think this server is working a little bit better. It seems when I shoot things, they die right away. PvP reduced to a gentleman's duel, lame. A buggy server, never. No, it's true. It happened. So with me exploring all the locations in this area, again, I've been to every location in this game. You know, with all my various playthroughs and everything, right? So I don't necessarily need to go and explore and see everything. But I might as well just go around and kill everything that I find. I do like playing without a HUD. Of course, the HUD is there to give you information that's useful for you, right? So playing without a HUD isn't really totally doable all the time, but I'd say a lot of the time it's all right. I'd say especially like during events in game, you really need a HUD, because like you need to like know what the event objectives are, and like when to do them. You know. Also, in this server, the resolutions are like a little low. I think Things are dying quicker because I have my adrenaline perk active. Yeah, that I'm killing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, textures are kind of like loading in a little slow. But, you know, you see that fairly often when you're playing a multiplayer game. Okay, in this town, I need to find and speak to the mayor that is a robot. When this game first came out, there were no NPCs, only like robots and computers you could talk to. Or you might be following a quest line that is entirely audio recordings given by like a dead person. That happens. Which is fine. You know, I'm okay with that sort of style of storytelling. The initial idea for Fallout 76 I kind of liked because the idea was that you and all the other players are vault dwellers that have just come out of the vault. So, and you're coming out into a post-apocalyptic wasteland where everyone's dead. And all the survivors are dead as well. So every person you're supposed to be able to see is another player. And depending on, you know, what those players are doing or what they're up to, they might be good or they might be bad. So I like the initial idea.
Welcome to Greptyle. Unfortunate, this we have go out there.
I'm just skipping this dialogue. He's just telling me, go and help my city, my county. I don't know. Go and find all the tourist destinations and get them up working again. Oh yeah. If I'm not playing without a HUD, I should definitely play in first person. All right, let me drink my my shake. As I said before, I'm looking forward to getting rid of the stash. Tired of stuff getting in there. I like being clean shaven, and then I can drink or eat stuff, and then, like, you know, if anything's on my upper lip, I just wipe it off. But with a mustache, food and drink get stuck in there. Like, just for a second, and it, like, drips out, and then I'm just annoyed. Oh, you know what? I actually do need the HUD. Oh, hey, test your metals going on. Let's do that one. I do actually need the HUD because I need to. It gives you like a little mini compass at the bottom, and it shows you like if there's undiscovered locations nearby. So that is going to be very handy for me because I need to discover all the locations in the area. All right, test my bloodied build out at a event. And these guys on my team.
Careful where you step, outsider. Nobody makes scraps out of Beatrice's box.
Look at these boys in power armor.
Our house, our rules.
I like being non-power armored. Being power armored does feel really cool, because you're like a walking tank, sorta. But, it feels kind of more like natural and authentic to not be in power armor. Power armor, in the Fallout world, power armor should be like more rare. Unusual to see, hard to find, and that's why like the Brotherhood of Steel would like, you know, be like desperately searching for it, so it would give them a definite edge in the wasteland. And the Enclave, with their superior technology, they'd craft their own, right? Makes sense. Okay. For events, I'll swap to my 10mm so I can tag things. Damage here. Oops. Everyone's shown up. Oops, I thought that was a player. Oops.
Don't let your guard down. The next round will be the toughest.
When they introduced the raid mode into this game, they also introduced a pinging system. But the ping is the same button you would use to use an emote, to go to the emote wheel. So now, to use a ping, you have to just press the button to ping something, and then to emote, you have to hold the same button. So it's annoying because I never want to ping anything, and I regularly want to emote at other players. So like having to hold the button down is annoying. Jeez, sure taking a sweet time for the next round. coming after me. Yeah, let the guys in power armor take these things on. Server's slowing down a little bit again. Don't often see problems with the server. Not like this. The problem that I'm pointing out is just that like things are like kind of like reacting a little slow to my actions. Shooting, watching players move. Could just be. It could just be that there's a lot of players in the area, so it, you know, takes more processing power for the server or something. So if I was to start, you know, going and walking alone, whoa, oh, okay, all right. So there's more than one problem with the server at the moment. Yep. That's not normal. I'm just gonna walk away from that. And there's suddenly no music.
If Gus saw that and ordered me to crank out another dozen die bots, he's gonna
I do kind of like the Raider power armor. My favorite word to use to describe my favorite aesthetic in Fallout is rustic. So I like things looking very rusty and used and worn, like it's been, you know, sitting out in the wasteland after an apocalypse for many years. Looks cool and interesting to me. So, so I like seeing weapons and armor that kind of look like that. So you might notice that my my weapons have like rusty skins on them. So you know what I like. So for events, I might use more of my 10mm, my automatic 10mm pistol. But walking around the world, I might use my hunting rifle more. Good to have two weapons, I think. For one, you can switch between them, and for two, if one breaks, you have a backup. And then 3, if they use different ammo types, you don't have to worry about running out on one, because you have a backup. Hunting rifle versus rad scorpion. That's what I like to see. Also, fireworks. Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea. Throw a grenade over here. Oh well. There's like a sort of like mini event. Actually, I should just call these events. So when the game first came out, you would see when players are like walking around the map, they'll come across like an area and an event will start. In this case, the event here is called Dogwood Die Off. So there are these trees and they need fertilizer to keep them alive, I guess. So there are these like fertilizing machines that spread fertilizer around, I guess. So you need to go get fertilizer and put it in the machines. And that's the event. I was gonna call these mini events, but again, when the game first came out, these were like the types of events you would see. Like, these are the only events you would see, really. They had an update at some point, maybe about a year after launch, that introduced public events. And these public events are the ones that I just did with all those players. The idea of a public event is that there is a server-wide notification that goes out to every player that says, hey, there's an event going on right now. You should join. And then all the players go, and they all help out. I think here... I think what I'll do is I'll head south to the penitentiary. And I will, and then from there I'll head east to the dam. Again, I consider the penitentiary somewhat part of this region, because it's kind of, on the map, it's kind of on the edge, so I'll go discover it. What I like to do is kind of, when I make new characters now, I like to kind of like discover every location in a region, and then I'll move on to like the next region. In this case, with this character, with this new build and idea that I have, I think what I will do is I will discover all the locations. One of my goals for this character is to get to level 500. So that's one reason why I've chosen to do a bloodied build, is because you level up faster due to the increased intelligence with lower health, with the unyielding armor. So my plan is from level 1 to 100, I'm going to hang out mostly around the Toxic Valley. Very kind of nice, classic, somewhat classic Fallout feel, being that it's, you know, pretty deserty. I, like, just leveled up. Kind of maybe saved me. I should keep in mind I shouldn't really be saving my criticals that much. There's a guy in there. So yeah, I'll on my journey to level 100. On my journey to level 100, I'd say from level 1 to 100, I'll hang out around the Toxic Valley in my sort of beginning settlement that I've built. And then what I'd like to do next is move on to the Savage Divide. I kind of want to make like a Free States. I want to turn this guy into like a Free States aligned factional type character guy. So I figure that I'll kind of like start moving like just in an eastern kind of direction. Where are those shots coming from? Oh, there you go. So I'll start in the Toxic Valley. Ooh, Heart of the Swamp. I'll start in the Toxic Valley. Have I killed everything here? I think I have. Yeah. Start in the Toxic Valley and start working my way east. So from level 1 to 100, I'll hang around the Toxic Valley. Right now, I'm working on killing the super mutant. There you go. Level 1 to 100, hang around the Toxic Valley. Right now, I'm working on discovering every location and exploring them a little bit. I don't want to like get too detailed into exploring every location because I know that I have thoroughly explored them all on past characters, so I don't need to. You know, for the sake of like roleplay or whatever, it would be kind of nice, I guess. But I feel like I explored the whole region kind of recently, so I don't really want to get too in-depth around here. Ordinarily, I'd like to pick up all this lead in the form of these weights. But my Fallout first just ran out, and I don't really want to stock up too much on heavy junk. Do I have the Scrapper perk on? I think I don't, right? Yeah, I currently do not. Good. Don't really need extra wood and steel. My friend is upset at me. What have you done? What was it saying? And then, I will... so after I'm done with this region, I will move to the Savage Divide region. And I'll make a camp there, and then I'll hang around there from level 100 to 200. Probably, I feel it, well, I wonder. I was thinking if I would like to explore fully, like, the forest region at some point. Again, my goal is to, like, get this character to level 500. So, like, every 100 levels I could, like, fully explore a new region. It's an idea. I'm cutting my long to around my ears. I'm cutting my long to around my ears. You're cutting your long. You're cutting your long to around your ears. Oh no. What have you done with your long? Your mustache looks weirder and weirder every time I see it. Thanks. Tomorrow, my live stream tomorrow will be the last time you see it. So get used to it, because you will never see it again. Again, I'll be away next weekend at a con, at a Comic Con convention. So I will not be streaming next weekend. So just after that convention, I will shave it off. I'll shave her off. That's it. I'm done with the stash. I've had enough of getting my drinks and food stuck in there. I'm done, you hear me? Has anyone started that event? Oh, there's 7 people there. I want to go. There's 7 people there? Let me in on that. I meant long hair. You're cutting your long hair to around your ears. Above your ears or below your ears? You meant your long hair. Ugh, that's tricky. Yeah, cutting your long hair. How long is long for you? How long does that go? All the Indian women in my office, because I mentioned before, I work in my office that I work at. It's like 80% Indian. 100 people, like there's 100 people there. 80% Indian. All the Indian women there have hair down to their butt. In India, they would sell that hair to black women here for weaves and whatnot. But here, they don't need to do that. They can just keep their long hair, because they have a cushy North American job. No rads, no rads. Uh-oh, okay, I'm okay. Do I have any Radaway diluteds? Yeah. I want to start keeping those. My hair to my armpits. Your hair is to your armpits. Yeah, I guess that's longish. Cutting it down to your ears. I gotta say, that is a reduction in hair volume. You're right about that. And your friend's mad at you for that. Well, it takes a while to grow hair. But if it's gotta go, it's gotta go. I guess the thing about long hair is it does take a lot more effort, you know? it requires more brushing and more shampoo. Oh, the last enemies are up there. Is that a player camp over there? Is it? I think it is. It must be a player camp. Gotta stay away from that radiation and whatnot. Oh, I see that. I see that something big over there. This Grafton monster is really tough. It could one... Yeah, I was gonna say it could one-shot you, and that guy just went down. That level 300 over there. Just went down. He's tough, alright. Weirdly one of the harder bosses in the game. Because people don't expect it, I guess. Good job, everyone. It only took me 7 months to get to this length. I mean, only 7 months? That sounds like a long time to me. But that is, you know, that's a good thing to remind yourself is, like, if you're gonna cut your hair short, you can keep in mind that, like, you'll grow it back. So, it won't stay short forever. I didn't have any trouble growing my hair. Well, in that case, I guess you have no issue with cutting it shorter, because it will grow back. No problem, then. If your friend's angry with you about that, then remind them, I mean, it's hair, it grows back. For some reason, sometimes the music in this game goes away. If it's just gone, I might play my own playlist. Is my liked songs... What the hell? I guess I accidentally added that. My current liked songs are all Fallout New Vegas. Okay. Can I de-add this one? I don't want this one in my liked playlist, whatever. Okay. There you go. Sure, why not? I'll play my liked song playlist is just Fallout New Vegas. Why not? Just the Fallout New Vegas soundtrack. That works for me. Oops. Okay, that works. Let me turn down the in-game soundtrack just in case it comes back. In the original Fallout 1 and 2... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Actually, let me try playing with, like, the HUD at half opacity. See if that looks any better. It's kind of a bit less distracting, I guess. Kinda don't mind it. If I really need any information, I can, like, look a little bit, you know, a little bit more and it's there. Maybe I should just aim for the torso for most enemies. More likely to hit. Some people hair can take up to a year for a half of an inch to grow. God damn. My hair kind of grows at a length of about an inch a month. Yeah, about an inch a month, I would say, for me. A year for half of an inch to grow. I find that hard to believe. I feel like some man told you that, because like a lot of men, they will keep their haircut at like the same length for decades. And if you look at them, you'll be like, wow, does their hair just never grow? But like realistically, they just go to the barber every like week or every 2 weeks or something. Kind of a little bit silly. Typically, what I like to do is I like to let my hair grow out. I'll get a haircut and then I'll just like let it grow for like 3, 4, 6 months, a year, however long. It's about time for me to start growing. I've been keeping my hair fairly short for the past year-ish. I kind of want to start growing it out a bit more again. Get it to kind of a male mid-length. It's been some time. So the next few after this fall, the next few cosplays I'll want to do, probably I'll do like maybe helmets, probably helmeted, possibly a wig. I typically don't like wearing wigs for cosplay because they're itchy and nasty. So like a lot of my recent cosplays, I've just used my own hair, which has been like really, really comfortable. But I kind of feel like growing my hair out a bit more. Just, again, like male mid-length, like a medium length for men. So I'll have to think about like what cosplays I want to do like next year. I'm thinking like more like stuff with a helmet. I was planning to do a Helldiver cosplay. I kind of wanted to start on that like this in like early spring or like late winter this year, but it just I couldn't get it to. I was having some difficulty with getting the sizing right of the armor, so I kind of put it on hold. But I want to start that up again soon, I think. And maybe I might do a Fallout New Vegas style NCR Ranger. The Fallout show is getting its second season in December. And the show's gonna go to New Vegas, so we're probably gonna see like a lot of NCR. I mean, in the first season of the Fallout show, we did see NCR Ranger armor for like one scene. A couple characters were wearing them. So, in the second season, I suspect we're going to see more of that. So it might not be a bad time for me to make my own NCR Ranger armor. It's probably one of the more popular Fallout cosplays I've seen done. Typically I kind of avoid stuff that's like overdone, but recently I came across an artist on Twitter that does like really cool Fallout art, and they have like a character that wears NCR like Ranger armor from Fallout New Vegas, and it looks really like his like art's like really badass. So it's somewhat inspirational for me. So I kind of want to emulate the tone of his art like through a cosplay. At least that would be how I would picture it in my head. So for that, I can have my hair a bit longer, and it would be under a helmet, so that could work out. So I'll have to think about what costumes I'd want to do with that for the next several months. Why are they so fast? Those ghouls, those zombies, because they really want to kill you, that's why. They want to get you. So they're very quick. No. Mostly picky eaters have trouble growing their hair. Picky eaters have trouble growing their hair? What does that mean? Picky eaters? Like, picky because they don't want to eat, like what food are they not eating? What food are they not eating that, like, keeps them from growing their hair? Picky eaters, huh? Like, the way that I imagine picky eaters are, like, you know, classically it's people that only want to eat, like, French fries or, you know, chicken nuggets or something like that. Like they would only ever, like, order from, like, the kids menu type of thing. Like, picky eaters like that. They don't want to try new foods. I'm kind of picky. Like, I stick to, like, a very kind of strict routine and schedule. So I tend to eat, like, basically the same meals every single week. But I would, you know, I don't consider myself very picky, because if given the opportunity, I will try, like, new foods. Maybe I should kill all the enemies before I do stuff. A lot of enemies will, like, be shooting, like, through walls. Or, like, they'll be shooting at walls, hoping to shoot through to you, which is a little silly. A little unimmersive. I don't remember if that was a thing in Fallout 4. Enemies would be shooting, like, through walls, trying to get you. I don't doubt that's probably only a thing in this game. I wonder, actually, if I fire faster in first person. I think the reload animation is faster in first person somehow. I could be wrong about that. I might be just more distracted in third person. Doing a pretty good job wiping these guys out, though. Wish I had some more XP buffs on me. I was talking to this girl at work, and she doesn't eat fish or veggies, and the only fruit she eats is cantaloupe. That's very picky. Doesn't eat fish. I don't eat fish regularly, but I will eat it. Mostly when I get sushi, though. Tuna and salmon. My I grew up, like, my family, like, loves fish and chips. I don't really like it that much, because, like, I feel like it's a bit too greasy for me, fish and chips. But, my family, we would, like, order it a lot, like, growing up. Because, like, it's a very, like, I guess, Anglo, kind of, like middle-class Anglo type of meal. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of fish and chips. But I will eat it. I will eat it. Maybe, I wonder if I don't like it because, like, every time I get fish and chips, I, like, absolutely drench it in vinegar. And then, like, I'm just like, and then, like, afterwards I'm like, ugh. Too much vinegar, too sour. So maybe it's possible that I kind of ruin the meal. I'm the one who ruins it, maybe. And your friend doesn't eat vegetables at all. I mean, I don't like vegetables, but I make it like a goal to eat vegetables every day because I know, you know, growing up I was told, eat your vegetables, you'll grow up big and strong. That should just be common knowledge. You should be eating your vegetables every day. Ever hear of the food pyramid? Granted that I've been seeing some information online, which is of course very credible, that the food pyramid was a scam. It was created by American, I think, Puritans. I forget the specific sect of Christians, but like in their religious diet, they almost never eat meat. They mostly eat like fish and like vegetables and grains. So that kind of influenced, it was some organization that like created the food pyramid for America, and it was based on like religious reasoning. Like that's what I've heard. I might have heard that on Joe Rogan. He's a big supporter of the carnivore diet. I mean, I gotta say, I mean, look, I love meat and animal products, so to me it seems like there's merit for the carnivore diet. Although famously Jordan Peterson went on the carnivore diet and then like he got scurvy or something because he wasn't getting any vitamin C. So that was that's a bit funny. Yeah. So, I mean, the lesson is, you should try to eat, you know, a balanced meal as much as you can. So, every meal, I try to have, like, a fruit or a veggie. And then every day I have, I mean, like, every meal I have, like, probably, like, some grain in there, I think. And then every day I like to have as much meat as I can, and then some dairy, I think. I try to get like as much meat as I can because I know the protein and the animal flesh is very good for building muscle. Problem is, meat is expensive, so I try to get as much as I can, but like I can't eat as much as I would like. And that's why your hair grows. I heard that eggs are very good for your hair growth, so I eat a lot of eggs. Raider hunter. Does he hunt raiders?
Hate it when things get messy.
Does he hunt raiders, or is he a raider that hunts? Hard to say. I think he hunts raiders, right? Raider hunter. Let me go talk to them again. Where'd he go? Here he is.
Hey, no sudden movements. I'm watching you. What? Huh? Yeah. There's gotta be some better loot around here. Tired of the same old shit.
I'm trying to talk to
Hey,
them, but
no
not saying
sudden
much.
movements.
Okay.
I'm watching.
I think that they are a raider. That mask is like a skull. It's very scary and spooky. So I would suspect that they are a raider and they want to kill and eat innocent people. So I'm gonna go ahead and murder them. Do the wasteland a favor. In this game, they try to make the raiders kind of like empathetic or sympathetic. Or at the very least, like not horribly cruel and evil, which is kind of stupid because raiders are, by their very nature, supposed to be cruel. And, you know, they're supposed to take what they want and kill and pillage and rape. So, it's kind of annoying when they create, like, this, like, Reddit-inspired, like, evil faction of raiders in this game, but they're not that bad. It's just like, oh, they're like the other groups. They're like the settlers, but they're darker and badass. It's just like, okay, but they're not really. They're not really, are they? They're not really much darker, are they? They don't. Do they even raid?
Just like at Site Alpha. My guess is that Site Charlie.
Can't say I've seen them do that.
But I need to be sure. Still have no idea.
All right, continuing to try to explore every location. I will definitely find every location on the map. Anybody at Project Paradise? How many people are there? 4? Really?
Just have to keep looking.
4 people at that event? No kidding. Considering I only have about 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've only got about 4 more locations to visit. I might as well do that event. There's 4 people already there. Probably it's half over. So I've heard eggs are good for your hair, but eggs are also just good for protein. So I'd eat like 2 eggs every day. What is going on with this event so far? Venison, sludge, radkelp. Nobody's going for venison? Nobody's doing that? Oh, they have. They've gotten 8 so far. Oops. It's almost over. Oh, that's a big bear. Damn, this pistol's so freaking good. God damn, this pistol's good. Except when I miss. It's not so good. Oh, that's it? Okay. What? Who's there? Meet the friendly animals. We gotta defend some friendly animals from bad animals. Oh. Here's one friendly animal, this wolf. Choco the wolf. So we need to defend Choco the wolf, Wonky the Snallygaster, and Hamlet the Mirelurk Hunter. Oh, that's a big bear. Wonky the Snallygaster. Oh, the other 2 were like losing health a bunch. Alright, we gotta watch after Choco the wolf. Hopefully other players are looking after the other 2 animals. Level 65. What are you guys gonna do when I get to level 69? Are you gonna shout and cheer?
Observation. Due to having remarkably dull olfactory senses, humans are unaffected by Formula V unless they get...
What? Wonky the Snallygaster's here? What did he get here? Who's watching him? Who's wonking our watchy Wonky the Snallygaster? there's Wonky there. Where's Choco the wolf? Choco! Where's Choco? Can't see. It's very dark in here. Choco's right here. Okay. Oh, damn. No, Choco! She's injured. Or he?
Warning, very large and vicious creature approaching the test area.
Wonky the Snallygaster's looking. Oh! Wonky's looking okay. Wonky's got the most health. Choco not looking so good. Alright, where's the Alpha Predator gonna appear? Defend the animals from the Alpha Predator. We should probably just go straight for the Alpha. Well, the Alpha's not in this area. Where could it be? What's it gonna be? A Grafton monster? Oh, Wonky! He's getting attacked by other Snallygasters! I will defend you, Wonky! Alright, Wonky's running away. He's okay. Oh! Yeah, I was wondering if the Grafton monster was gonna show up. He's gonna throw something! Is he using the, oh, he's using the cold shoulder. That does bonus damage to cryptids, like him. Eight seconds. Yeah! No! No! Fucking crash? Are you kidding? Fuck. God damn it. I don't think I'm gonna spawn back inside there. Shit. All that loot from all the things I killed. God damn it. All the animal meat. All the delicious flesh. And all the junk was gonna be very valuable. Damn. It's gonna, so I'm gonna come back into the same server with the same team, but I think I'm gonna be spawning outside of that fucking place. Shit. And that's why your hair grows. Baked fish is good for hair growth. Yeah, I've heard that fish has a lot of, eating fish has a lot of health benefits, I've heard. Oh! Okay, I don't spawn at that location. I spawn at the place that I fast traveled from to that location. Great. Awesome. Okay. Did I even get anything for my effort? I didn't level up. I wasn't keeping track. I guess I did level up once there. I got to level 65. Wait. Hey, wait a fucking minute. I didn't discover this location over here? I thought I fucking did. This missile launching base. I thought I did. Didn't I? I was over here like a second ago, I swear. Like a few minutes ago before I went to that event. Am I crazy? Is this game gaslighting me? Okay. I must have been here, but the sometimes you go to like a location and it doesn't like trigger that you've discovered it. So I like gotta like keep standing around like on the spot where the map icon is. Yeah, eating fish has a lot of health benefits. That's why you see the longest living people are people from like the Mediterranean and also like the Eastern Pacific, like around like Japan. So you know eat egg explains why mustache ain't grown no more. I do eat eggs. It's growing. It's just I don't grow facial hair all that well. She was telling me that she been trying to grow her hair since high school. Well, she should follow your advice, I guess. I don't want those. She ought to follow your advice, I think, and consume more hair-healthy foods. Chocolate? Haha, clip. Fuck you, animal meat. Game Gaslight? Name one example. I mean, sometimes I'll shoot an enemy and it doesn't die right away. This is, this location here is pretty good for a camp, I think. It's kind of flat, and there's like a really nice view of this toxic valley. Not too bad. Alright, I gotta carefully make it down this cliff. Careful. I don't need to like fully explore every location that I'm trying to find right now, but I might as well just go in like a little bit. Exactly, you can't remember. I swear, it's gaslighting me. Are there any items to grab in here? Like, not like a first aid. Oh yeah, here, this first aid box. Okay. There. I got an item from this location. You can come back to this location for a quest, which I might not even do because it's specifically for like a raider quest. And fuck them raiders. Hell no. I've talked about before about how I want to join like a player guild for this game. And guilds for this game tend to be centered around like in-game factions. The most notable of which being the Brotherhood of Steel or the Enclave. And I've spoken to some people in the community, and like, you'd think that like a raider faction would be a popular idea because people like to like act. Some people like to act kind of like dark and evil and stuff, and like, you know, everyone likes villains in movies and shows. So it's just like, well, you know, why not be a part of a raider group in a game like this? And I spoke to some people about like, are there any raider factions, or have there been? And people have told me.
Hello? As I was saying,
Just gonna let this guy fucking finish.
Has made an archaeological discovery. He needs your help. Seems he dug up another soldier. Proper burial at the battlefield cemetery. The soldier. Not the hero.
So I was told that that there have been raider groups in the past, but they don't last very long because the people that try to like act edgy as raiders, they're kind of generally insufferable people. So any like possible like organization they would have for a group doesn't last very long, typically. Because people tend to get sick of the shit of like whoever's in charge, or like people acting like too edgy, maybe. Like not internet edgy, but like roleplay edgy, I think. And Like, imagine like weirdos like doing their like edgy role plays in like VR chat or whatever. You know, I can imagine it would be like kind of cringy. It would be like probably edgy role play on the side, more of like cringe, if you know what I mean. Okay, discovered these locations. I think I just have one more location over here. Yeah, I think there's just one location left I have for this region, which is great. Then I can spend more of my time. Bonk. I need to turn that one up. That's kind of... One's a little not so loud. Oh, next I need... What else I need to do is I need to do all of the quests within this region, which there are not many. Okay, let me fast travel over here. You talk to people in the community, G? I don't believe it. Oh well, back to clearing buildings. Yeah, it's kind of why I don't really want to go back to I don't want to go back to existing groups, because like it's just more of that bullshit of shitty milsim roleplay. And like some of the guys in those milsim groups, they're like they are like in some sort of like they're like in like military adjacent like organizations in real life. None of them, I don't think any of them that I've met with are in like have ever been in like the actual military. They'd be in like the army reserves, or they would be like part of like some like scout group or something like that. They would like learn about military stuff without actually having been in the military to any capacity. So it's a little like it's clear like that they're just like trying to like it's a little bit silly, like they're trying to like live out like a military role play. I mean, obviously. But like in my view, it's like just kind of like cringy and like not very effective. And doing it in like a post-apocalyptic like sci-fi fantasy setting. I like to call Fallout like sci-fi fantasy because it's like not, it's like it's got like some fantasy stuff in it, like more so than sci-fi. Largely, of course, it would be more of a science fiction. Somebody's camp up here? Let me see. Not on the map. Let's see if it's... It looks like I'm guessing like there's a bunch of turrets up here, just based on my mini compass. Like there's a bunch of dots. Yeah. So this is somebody's camp. They're keeping it off the map. Those vertibirds should be crashing into each other, but they're just kind of like bumping into each other and pushing each other around. It's a little silly. I think they really shouldn't have like 3 all flying together. It's supposed to be, there's supposed to be like cover for that thing. You're supposed to shoot these things. You can shoot these things down for some rewards and stuff, but it's too much of a I never do it because it's too much of a hassle, because they fly all over and they zip and zap and they go all over the place. It's just too annoying to deal with. So I just let them fly around, as annoying as it can be. So this is somebody's camp. It looks like they put like a little bit of thought into this. What stair is this? I don't recognize these stairs. Is this an existing structure? No, I think it's... Oh, I see. This is a stair set. I have this one, I think. This one, however, I don't recognize. Is this an existing structure here? No. I don't think so. What are these? Hold on. I know a lot about camp building, and I know almost every constructible camp item. I don't think I've ever seen these, like, fences before. They don't look familiar. Nor have I seen these stairs. Ever, I don't think. But they would be stairs, because they connect at the halfway point between two floors. So they are placeable stairs. I just don't recognize them at all. This is not... What is... A goo tub? Can I get in it? It's not going to be radioactive, is it? I'll die if it is. It's like a hot tub, but it's full of goo. Okay. There is a hot tub you can get from the atomic shop for your camp. This is a goo tub. That's there's a skeleton in there with a thumbs up. Ew. Okay, this person has like a pretty nicely made camp. They do have some thought into it. Thematically placed rooms, I could say. I missed out this season with these camp items. I missed out on. It's from like a season or two ago, with all of the ghoul update stuff. I like this camp. It's very thoughtfully placed, and what's interesting is they keep it off the map. Interesting. It's very nicely done. But they don't want people coming over here. They don't want to display it. They don't want people showing up for some reason. This is a nice chemistry station. I haven't seen this one before. I think I've got a lot of crap on me. I think I've got like a lot of meat or something. Hold on. I don't want this. Nobody wants that. Oh, okay, so from that event that crashed, I did, I guess, get rewards from it before I crashed. Oh, this is interesting. That is a stash box. Store junk. Is there a cooking station here? No. Chemistry station I haven't seen before. Not a bad camp. They place things well. Also, I do really like the placement of these vines. I like the vines a lot. I'd like to put some vines in a camp of mine. I have in the past, but like it feels more fitting for like a camp that's more in like a forest. I can't do it on my current deserty camp. This is just a bunch of like occulty stuff in here. I guess it's okay. There's a black cat, so I guess that is appropriate. Interesting. Why do they have that locked, I wonder? Also interesting they keep their crops up and away from things. They have a brewing vat that isn't locked, unlike everything else. Interesting. Now, I think yesterday I met another player, and he had one of these scout towers, and I went up into it, and there was, like, nothing in it. This person, at least, is decorating their scout tower. Let's see what they have up here. They just have some stuff. Nothing. It's not too thoughtful. I've never seen one of these scout towers used in an effective way. That, like, you know, it makes sense. What they just put a bunch of like resource collectors in there. That's about it. What are you guys saying? What are you guys talking about? For how long did you do daily quests on a daily basis? I'm still doing them. How long do I do them? I'm still doing them. Uranium Fever's still going on. I could probably join that. Yeah, I'll do that. I've discovered all the locations in the Toxic Valley, where my camp is located, so that's good. So next, I will work on doing all the quests in the area, which there are not too many, so...
Detecting terminated management personnel. Remove this individual from the premises. Adequate uranium volume extracted and processed. Output quantity increased.
What's going on? Oh, only 58 seconds left in this event. Cool. All the rewards, none of the effort. Worst of all, most of these guys called you Giuseppe. And that's alright, Giuseppe, that's a me. Oh, it's like me. I learn about Dark Souls without being an Ashen One or Bearer of the Curse or Tarnished or Chosen Undead or Good Hunter. I don't recognize the stairs. Calm down there, Mr. Real Estate. It's what I do. My camp is better, right? The one that I built half for you? Yes, it is better, because I built half of it. When you twerk, do you use your back or your butt? Don't ask me. I'm white. I'm a white man! What do I know about twerking? I've got a mustache. Alright, that's it for this event. All done. Let's get out of here. Alright, let's go do quests around that area. I have the Fallout New Vegas soundtrack playing, because sometimes when I'm playing this game, the in-game soundtrack goes away. I think it's kind of fixable if you, like, exit out to the main menu and then pop back in, but it's kind of like effort that I don't really want to bother with. Okay, we're gonna do all the quests in this region. We're gonna start with Bureau of Tourism. And first we're going to pick up all of the beer bottles at this gun range. There you go, that's all done. I'm going to maybe try turning the HUD down some more, because I need the HUD to find where I'm going. But I like it being gone to feel a bit more immersed. Okay, this is not too bad. If I focus on my HUD, I can see what I need. But, like, if I'm just kind of, like, looking around the world, it looks still pretty good. Oh, my guy's hungry, is he? Let's feed the boy. Oh, there's a bunch of food here I gotta cook. Right. Almost forgot. Yeah, I gotta cook a lot here. Okay, next up... I'm at Clarksburg. I'll just finish this quest line first. I've totally forgot that I should be drinking all my drinks. I can just grab them in, when there are loading screens. Wasn't thinking about that. Why am I not targeting this guy? At a certain point in a storyline during this game, I will become at least somewhat allied with the Raider faction, which means that raiders out in the open world will no longer be hostile to me. But I don't want that. I want to be able to shoot them on sight. Which every like unnamed character you come across, you can gun down if you please. But of course, I would only want to do that to the raiders.
The prestigious Black Bear Lodge. I'm sure the Huntmaster can issue hunting licenses for deer and ducks. Deer are still a thing, right? I don't get out much.
Very goofy, quirky dialogue in this game. I can understand if anybody thinks it's a bit lame. I think at some point they must have increased the drop rate for ballistic fiber. Ballistic fiber used to be like one of the hardest to find materials in this game. And you would need it pretty regularly to fix your armor or to craft higher level armor. So I think after I started coming back to this game, like earlier this year, ballistic fiber started appearing in the world much more. Okay, head over to Prickett's Fort next. Looks like there are still some enemies around here somewhere. It might be on like the upper level. These Scorched, they kind of freeze into place from time to time. Okay, we need to fix that. And then I need to help this guy.
The majestic Prickett's Fort. So very, very 100% historical.
Okay, and then I grab that. I'll take that too. Then I need to head to the nearby cemetery and drop that off as part of a daily quest. I was asked, you know, how long do I keep doing dailies, like daily challenges? I'll keep doing daily challenges basically for as long as I'm interested in playing the game. Like, I'll get bored of this game inevitably after 3 or 4 months. And then I'll stop playing it, I'll move on to something else, and I'll probably delete this off my hard drive. And then I won't be doing the dailies at that point. There hasn't been a confirmed date yet for the next season. I think people are speculating it's going to be... like mid-September. But no, there's been no like official word yet. Ooh, next event is eviction notice. That's a darned good one for XP and legendary items. So I certainly should go to that. Let's see, shovel, perfect, right here. Oops, shovel. For this daily quest, you need to have a shovel equipped. I'm gonna drop the shovel back on the ground in case somebody else comes by to use it. It does suck, because they put a shovel like right on the ground, right next to this grave, so you need it for the quest to fill in the dirt to bury the body. Or to bury the remains. But But if somebody else has done the quest before you get here, then the shovel's not going to be here. Now, I think also recently they must have added in more shovels, because the shovel that is next to this tree, there's a shovel lying over here against the wall. I saw a shovel earlier on a desk inside this building. There's probably like a couple more shovels around here, that's a very smart thing that they've done. They've put in more shovels. I remember for a long time there's like only the one shovel. Okay. Nobody's at eviction notice yet? For real? Oh, somebody bought one of my legendary weapons for sale. I'm gonna go to the event. At least get somebody started there. Since I'm a bloodied build, I can't be too useful at this event, at least when it comes to defending the radiation scrubber in the middle, because it's very radioactive around there, as you can imagine. Okay, so when you're going to this event and nobody's there yet, like, don't move when you fast travel here, because if you move, the event will start. And typically you want to wait for at least a couple people to show up before you start an event. Fallout advice with Grip.
For now, hurry and destroy the meat bags when you get here. That should drive them away as they come back. There's a machine in the crater. Should take care of the radiation in the area. Keep it running. We'll never finish building here if it breaks.
This is a cool public event that was added to the list of public events. It was added, like, you know, later. After they first introduced public events. This guy's buying a bunch of my plans. I think often when a player spends a bunch of... they buy up a bunch of my stuff at my camp, I like to think it's because they're showing appreciation for my build. Because I would kind of typically think that most people wouldn't need the stuff I'm actually selling. At least they wouldn't need to buy it in the quantities that I'm selling at. Still nobody's showing up? How active is this server? 2 full teams, 1 person alone on a team. We could totally get like 6 people at this event. That would be plenty for doing this event here. If nobody shows up to the event, I typically will just start it when there's like less than a minute to spare. Just to, you know, get it started. Because a lot of people will just kind of show up to an event late. Because they expect somebody else to start the event for them, effectively. Do I have Rad-X diluted? I read recently that Rad-X diluted, it doesn't inhibit your mutations. Let's try that out. Are my mutations still active? They would say, like, next to them, they would say suppressed, right? I don't know. I think they're okay. I can't really test them, like, physically. Was there just 1 mutant? Again, I'll wait to like progress the event until like more people are here. Is nobody showing up because they only see on the map like 1 guy is here? Me? Oh shit, I'm taking a lot of rads. I really ought to repair this thing. Okay, now the amount of rads being gained should be lowered. I'm gonna use a rad away diluted. Also going to consume. Oh, I probably actually should be using this. Hold on, swap this. Oops. Not dead yet. Okay. Really would like it if other players came. Now I'm going to be useless during this event unless somebody in power armor shows up. And they're already starting to destroy the thing, so this event is going to end very soon. I'm going to die of radiation very soon. Oh, good, somebody showed up. This is like a level 90 something. Oh, he's the guy that like bought my shit. That's nice. I would like it if maybe a higher level player showed up. He bought all my shit. He might have just come over to like wave at me and say, "Hey, I bought your stuff. You gonna thank me?" Oh my god. Okay, my adrenaline stacks better be kicking in. I believe they are. I'm a bloodied build. I'm doing what I can. I'm really hoping that some other players show up soon. I'm a bloodied build. I'm doing what I can. I'm doing like decent damage here. But if the rad scrubber goes down, that's kind of it. I won't be able to fix it. And I'm like doing what I can to like defend it. Which is, I'm doing like a pretty good job. What's going on? Is this the same guy? It's just me and him defending? This ain't going so good so far. Where are the other players? Look. Well, he's in power armor, so he could repair it. This other guy here, he could repair it if he needs to. Oh shit, he's down? Can I get to him? I think I can, right? Let's try somehow. Oh, are they destroying it? Oh, they're destroying it! Fuck. Where are the other players? It's still me and this fucker. Oh, it's destroyed! And I'm dead. The other guy is in power armor, so he can probably... He should be able to repair the rad scrubber. He went down, though, so I don't know. Yeah. Oh, another guy showed up. Oh, he did... Yeah, the other guy fixed it. Okay. Okay. Is the rad scrubber... Has it been fixed? Can I go in? Yeah, okay, it's good. I gotta go destroy the last, meat bag. I need to get some perks to get me more critical hits. Okay, so it's me and two guys here now, I believe. There, destroyed them all. Now we got to survive the super mutants. Okay. How many people we got here? 1, 2, 3, plus me is 4. Okay. This is not so bad. This is more doable. And 2 or 3 of these guys are in power armor. Oh, another guy showed up. Okay, we got like 5 of us total. Okay, usually I like to hang out on the other side, killing all the, what do you call them? Killing all of the, legendaries, but I feel like I feel like a responsibility now to protect the radiation scrubber, despite the fact that I'm a bloodied build! I should be nowhere near this radiation! Okay, but we're doing alright. I can't believe I had to start this fucking thing by myself, and then one guy showed up, and he helped me to survive early on. Okay, I wouldn't mind hanging out over here for a bit. Working on these legendaries a little. Sure am burning through my ammo supply. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Good. My grenades worked. Most of the other players are kind of hanging out on this side where all the legendaries spawn. Can't say I blame them. I sure would like to get that sweet, sweet legendary loot. Nobody's hanging out on this side, helping me to defend the actual objective. Oh, this guy is. Another guy not in power armor. Get some good levels, though. Oh, I got to level 69 at some point. You guys didn't tell me. I'm now level 72. Nobody told me. I thought you guys were gonna scream and shout and celebrate. I got to level 69. Okay, I might still technically be close enough to where these legendary guys spawn over here that I could still get the rewards. They changed how you can access legendaries. So, you don't have to, you no longer have to be the one to kill the legendary, you no longer have to be the one, you no longer have to be a person to put a bullet into a legendary enemy to get the legendary drop reward. Now, you just have to be in the area they get killed in, and then you get a legendary reward. Of course, I like to shoot them anyway. Man, I really, really am enjoying the 10mm auto mod. I never play with 10mm auto. See, the problem with the 10mm SMG is that the kick is too high. There's like, the control, trying to control the 10mm SMG is like just too hard. It makes it like not very fun to use. Whereas the 10mm pistol, very good control, great accuracy, very little kick. Oh, where are those shots coming from? Fuck. Alright, 5 seconds, and then we win. Alright, I could see a lot more people showed up. Like a quarter of the server is here. Good. About fucking time. Glad that I am capable enough to have this event going mostly solo for the first, like, couple minutes. Kind of touch and go for a minute there. I'm glad that that one guy showed up to help me survive things. Could have been a close one. Also, I'm glad that I can fast travel while over-encumbered now. Something I discovered kind of just yesterday. Or maybe I read that about that one perk, and I just didn't really think about it until yesterday. When I was like, hey, wait a second. I could fast travel from anywhere at any time. Regardless of how much I'm carrying now. And it is supremely useful, because effectively, I can just go straight back to my camp regardless of how much I'm carrying. I guess, I mean, like, the one downside, technically, kind of, is that you do need to have that perk card on and selected, which, and again, technically, even I don't really need to have it on all the time. I could just, like, because it's, realistically, most of the time you want to have, like, combat-related, or, like, survival-related perks on your character at all times. Like, having, like, something that allows you to, like, fast travel more effectively is kind of situational and, like, utilitarian. So you don't need to have access to it all the time. So you could kind of remove that perk and only put it on when you really want it, or when you really need to use it. So, fair enough. I can't decide if I like this HUD decreased all the way. I feel like maybe I should just turn the HUD all the way back up. Because weirdly, it feels more distracting having it partly down. Because like I'm thinking and like looking too much to like the to look at the faded HUD. Whereas, like, I don't know, it would be better just to have, like, no HUD at all, or to have the HUD fully on. Yep, that's a great event. To get a bunch of legendaries. Good for legendary farming, yes sir. I hate that I keep getting gulper smackers. I never learned the plans for those, I don't think. I don't want them. Looks like I got most of my, most of my 10mm ammo back. It's convenient, because... Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. Sheesh. Rude much? What was I saying? You'll be like, if you're firing like automatic weapons, you will burn through ammo very quickly. So you will typically need to get that ammo back as soon as possible. Starting to run out of space. Gotta watch it. Oh, I gotta cook my food. Shit. Probably a bunch of it spoiled already. I have to fart, but my dog is leaning on my butt cheeks. Well, I feel sorry for your dog, but when you gotta fart, you gotta fart. Okay, good. I might need to drop spoiled food. What else have I got? I can't cook that, so I'll just drop it. Corpse flower stamen. I don't know why I have these. Go ahead and drop them. And that's fine. How's my armor looking? Not bad, except for that one. Alright, I got like 15 levels in the past 2.5 hours. Not bad. Okay, do I still have Kindred Spirit on? I think I need to sleep in a bed again. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get a buff by sleeping for 30 seconds. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom in the meantime. Why is my screen all shaky? I think it's because my pet dog in my camp here is standing like right next to me. He's causing the camera to shake. All right, so I got Kindred Spirit now. Yeah. Okay. An event popped up for what do you call it? It was for One Violent Night. I don't really need to bother with that one for now. Let me continue with trying to complete all the quests in this region. Don't need these. Eating all this meat so I can get a bunch of buffs. Okay. Okay, continuing with quests. Next quest is over at this water park over here. I'm glad that my my camp is not directly within view of the water park. Ooh, hey, some rat stracks. Weirdly, this part of the map, this part of the game world, has a bunch of these deer in them. It's weird because like this is a very deserty area, so a lot of deer here for some reason. Don't know why. Anyway, I'm glad that my camp is not directly within view of this water park over here because it's like a little bit too colorful and kooky looking. So luckily, there is like this hill that's kind of between my camp, my town, my settlement, and the water park, so I don't have a direct view of it. Man. I know that since launch they've changed a number of things. One thing that they changed a few years ago was like the drop rates of ammo. This is another thing that they did to make the game easier that I kind of disagree with. I kind of wish they would have kept the game a little bit, I wish they could have kept a bit more challenge in the game, I guess. So, they changed the drop rates of ammo, so, I think at first, like, enemies would kind of drop random ammo, and, like, only, like, a small amounts of it. And then they changed it where enemies will only ever drop the ammo type that you use to kill them. And then they changed it again, so now enemies seem to drop just like a ton of ammo of whatever gun you're using. It just feels like it's too much, too easy. Like, this is a post-apocalyptic game. Like, you should be able to find resources that quickly and easily. But, I can kind of understand why they would want to make their live service game easier, because, like, it feels... They try to make the game, I guess, feel like drugs in a way, where they make it, like, overly rewarding and overly stimulating. It's like, wow! They gave me everything I could ever want! How could I hate this game?
76ers having the time of their lives at Wavy Willers. But tell them to be careful of the slither. A few kids allegedly flew right off the slide. Maybe have everyone sign a waiver first. My sensors detect that everything is 100% ready for business. Your contributions will never be forgotten. As a small footnote in my autobiography.
Okay, next quest. Gotta help this this nanny robot find a missing boy that I guess she was caring for, and nobody told her that it's 25 years after the bombs dropped. So, oops. The benefit of this game, or of Bethesda being bought out by Microsoft, is that this game has received a lot more content since the acquisition. Honestly, for like the first 2, almost 3 years of this game's life, I think it barely, it really felt like it barely got any content. I think the year after this game came out, they introduced the Wastelanders update, which had like a ton of, it had a ton of, they added a ton of NPCs and new quest lines and all that.
Hey there, Freddy. Hey, where's your nanny? You know what? I have a surprise for you. I don't want the other kids to see, though. They might get
So that was a very big content update, but like after that, like there was very, very little content for like 2 years. It was and it's unfortunate because they set sort of a precedent for
I don't think your nanny will like it. Let's take off your eyes.
they set sort of a precedent for
Howdy. Was wondering where that box is for the mail. The one that puts a special stamp on the ladder.
they set a precedent by like releasing the Wastelanders update, which was a very big update with a lot of new content, and then they had like almost nothing for like 2 years, like very, very little content. There was like the Nuclear Winter update. There was the Wild Wasteland update, which introduced the Sheep Squatch. Are there any events with the Sheep Squatch as like the main kind of like boss of the event? I don't recall too many. I know that for Fosnacht, they, for a long time, the end boss of the event was a Megasloth. But I think maybe as of earlier this year or last year, they changed it so they change up the bosses to also include a Grafton monster and I think also a Sheep Squatch, I think. But it's interesting. I don't really see the Sheep Squatch too often. I feel like I more often see... What? Who's that? Oh, that's me! I was like, who's that down there? It's my shadow. Okay. Thought it was another player showing up. I think it kind of makes more sense if they had a bunch of Mirelurks in this park rather than Scorched. Too many Scorched around in this game, I think. I mean, I get it. Like, the Scorch is like the main new enemy that they added to the game, but... too much. Oh yeah, I feel like I can fire faster in first person. It does reload faster, I swear. What's up with that? How do you explain that? don't think there's a Tinker's Bench in this town, fortunately. One thing I did forget is there is an NPC here I want to talk to. Not as part of any quest, but just to sort of round out my exploration of the area. She's a ghoul!
Careful. The crust here is fragile. You really don't want to risk an acidic bath. I guess you might. Of course, you're probably... Well, now...
Dr. Mangano.
Lord, your words are plus there are... Both! I couldn't agree... Wait.
I'm just skipping through the dialogue. I've spoken to her a long time ago, so I don't really need to listen to all this.
I mean... I do... you know... I was... So I survived. No, there's a... It may be... Ciao.
Ciao. Dr. Mangano. Okay, there is also another quest nearby I should take care of. Where is it? It is... this one. Ooh. Squirrel! They're pretty gross looking, ain't they? But, to be fair, we've had squirrel bits, or squirrel on a stick, in this game for a long time. Or, sorry, in the games, in the Fallout games for a long time. This is the first game we actually see squirrels. Officially. And man, are they disgusting. Ew, icky, yuck. I'd love to, like, approach players in the game from time to time. I would like to approach players and make friends. But,
I win! Again? You always beat
but
me.
I don't know, that's really, it's really not done. I can't... Well, I mean, I might just say that because I'm an introvert. And, I would never approach anybody ever for anything. But I'd like to. But also, some people treat this game. Some people would like to treat this game like a single-player Fallout, and they would sort of prefer. A lot of them would prefer to just ignore other players as they run around this interesting world and do quests. I can't blame them. It is a good. It is a good. This quest is about, it's like a murder case where it's like some girls have gone missing, and then somebody speculates, oh, it was a cryptid that got them, and then it turns out that one girl hated the other girl, so she drowns her. And then, I don't know what happens to the other girl. She runs away, maybe, or kills herself. I don't know. Okay. And then, the ending of the quest is... right here. Too much rats! Gotta get out of there. And I could use a rat away diluted. Good. And I can eat something. And drink something. Okay. Okay, next. I am in the area, so I could also do this quest over here. What was it? Do I have it? Where do I have it? I might just go. I might walk over there and then start it from there. More squirrels. Ew. Rat stag. Oh, there's another one. I thought I saw another one. Thought maybe they might have run off. And the monsters here are snallygasters. If I had to guess, probably I'd end this. What was it? Firelord Queen just spawned over there. I don't know if I feel too comfortable. I don't know if I feel too confident being able to kill her with my bloodied build. Maybe I can give it a shot. Ooh. Radiation Rumble is starting. Ooh, that's one. That's one that's hard to turn down. That's a hard one to turn down. I think I'm gonna have to go do Radiation Rumble right now. Get a ton of XP, if you please. With my trusty auto pistol. I can't say no to that. Oh, 2 people! 20 seconds in and 2 people already show up. Yes. Yes, please. I would like the XPs. This used to be by far the best way to level up, doing this event. Then they had the expeditions, and then that was the best way. And now they have the raid, and that's the best way to farm for XP. Okay. Looks like this guy over here has taken my favorite spot to sit for the event. At this event, it's good to find a place to, like, sit. So that you can, like, target a bunch of enemies.
Hey, a penny. Copper's always handy.
To in my case, to tag him, so I can get the XP. So, that guy sitting up there has the best spot. If he has Marsupial, which he probably does, I'd prefer it if he sits over there. I don't have Marsupial, so I can't jump up on that side. Alright, we have up to 5 minutes to start this event. We've got 3 guys here already. We could have probably another couple show up before we can start it.
Sure, we take things, but you're cleaning up this mess as well.
I love the rusted skins on my weapons. Very rusted.
Scavenge with the best or starve with the rest. Hey, a penny. Copper's always handy. Hello.
So, update on our apartment fly situation. That is to say, not much of an update. Context, all summer long, and effectively even all year long, we haven't had, like, any flies in our apartment at all. Like, not a one. And then all of a sudden... Okay, we got plenty of people here. We can start the event.
You're bold to one. Okay, everyone. Today,
And then all of a sudden-
we're covering ore to decom. I need some of you in those tunnels gathering bits. Some of you.
Yeah, you better give me those lunch boxes.
Special reward if my people go down.
Bonus XP. And then all of a sudden, on Friday, I come home from work and there's like 6 flies
Gather as much as possible.
hanging out by the window. And I'm like, what the hell? How did, not only did 1 fly get in, somehow 6 of them. Okay, and so I kill them all, and then I forget about it. And then the next day, yesterday, there were like 20 flies. And I was like, over the course of the day. And I was like, what the hell? Where in the hell these flies come from? I says to myself. And so I spend like a good portion of the day yesterday like looking around like where the hell could these flies be coming from. And I never really figure it out, so I kill all the flies and I forget about it. And so I'm like, okay, well there can't be too many, like, I don't know where these flies are coming from, but like there can't be like that many. You know, so eventually they'll run out. However, how the hell they're getting into our apartment, I don't know. And how there are so many is like really weird, but like, you know, that can't be like happening too long. So today we get about, I think, 15-ish flies. So more than Friday, but I'd say like less than yesterday. And I'm still like, where the hell are they coming from? I didn't really look around too much today. I tried looking around a little bit, but like I still have no idea how they're getting in here. All the doors and windows are sealed effectively. I don't know if they're coming in through like our vents. I wouldn't know how to check. And I can't even think of like how I would check like behind all the furniture everywhere. Like, no idea. This is not too bad of a spot to stand. I get a good view of a couple directions. Typically for these events, the Tesla rifle is the best. So you can, it enables like very easy and effective tagging as the lightning arcs to enemies. I think at a certain point, players kind of forget about the etiquette, and they kind of just, like, start running around. It would be better, like, it's better etiquette, I would say, to, like, let all the enemies, like, run into this room, so, like, everyone kind of has a chance to, like, get a shot on them. But at a certain point, people would just kind of start getting greedy, and they start like running directly out into the hall, so they can kind of start trying to kill things more quickly themselves. Still another 3.5 minutes for this event. Gonna get some good loot here. I started this event at level 75. I might get to level 80 probably by the end of it. Basically, you gotta be like really concentrating and you gotta be fast to get your tags on these enemies. You can get that sweet, sweet XP. Another less than 2 minutes. I did get to level 80. I wasn't lying. I was at a certain point I was thinking like, oh, maybe I won't make it to level 80. But I did it. Thought maybe I was locking on to one of these players like they were shooting me. Guess not. Okay, so I had, at the end of this I had about 1800 10mm ammo. And from that I went back up to 2400. Seems to be about my baseline. Okay. Pretty awesome. Got most of my ammo back. Alrighty. Let's head back to my camp where I can fast travel back to free of charge. And I can work with all my loot. probably tonight I'll still try to, before I quit streaming, I'll still try to finish off all the quests I gotta do in this region, and then I can pretty comfortably be like, oh good, I finished everything in this region. Can move on when I please after level 100. So I think I was mentioning earlier, like my goal for this character is to get to level 500, and I was thinking that every 100 levels I would like move to a new area and like build a new camp, basically. In this game, there are I think there are 6 regions. Yeah, really running out of room with all this scrap junk. There are 6 regions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7 if you count the new one, Skyline Valley. How many camp slots are there? I think I heard that there were 5 camp slots you can have, but I thought maybe there were more. I thought you could have up to 10, but I thought I read recently you can have 5. Maybe you can have the 2 you get for free plus an additional extra 5, maybe. So I could buy... It says camp slot number 4, but you can see I already have 5 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you could... I mean, maybe you could have 7 total. Like, you could buy 7... Like, you could buy 5 extra, you know what I mean? Okay. Alright, I will head back over here to complete, to work on this mission. Then I gotta do this cold case mission. I've got some daily quests I could do. Yeah, my build's, like, pretty good, I'd say. Pretty good. I don't know what the guy's groaning. Okay, gotta talk to this robo. Oh shoot! Oh, he's shooting the queen! Oh, he killed it already. Yeah. I wanted to get in on that. I was saying earlier, like, I was thinking I could probably take her.
To join the Pioneer Scouts. You must be the new tadpole. It's always nice to meet a new Pioneer
What is this quest?
Scout. I love nature.
Operation Tidy.
Don't you?
Mutagenic
Scouts
waste.
love all of nature. Even
It's
the
across
smelly
the lake.
skunks and ugly opossums. Can you say opossum? Good.
I probably should pop a Radix diluted. Alright, where is that mutagenic waste? Need to get 5 of these. Quite a few rats. Okay. Use a rat away diluted. Two more. The New Vegas music works pretty well in this region. I talked before about the sound design yesterday. That was kind of after I heard a nuke going off across the map. I really do like how they did the sound for this game, because the actions of other players are like audibly noticeable, and it's cool. Like when there's a player kind of near to your location, and you hear them like shooting and you know, killing enemies. And, like, you kind of think to yourself, oh, what's going on over there? So that part of me kind of wishes that they would bring back the survival mode, and they would take away, like, the map. Like, you basically... You can't fast travel anywhere, except for train stations and your camp.
That badge won't burn itself.
And you can't see other players on the map. And on your mini compass, you can't see where locations are. Okay, let's see. It, like, the world feels, like, more interesting. When you, when you, like, don't have all this information. I'd love to, like, play with more of that, with more of, like, a kind of mysterious, a more mysterious feeling world. It's maybe a bit, me kind of wanting that, it might be a bit pointless, because I've played this game so much, I effectively know where almost everything is already.
I'm sore.
Oof, there's like a texture glitch. This is all black for no reason. Of course, I could also at some point play with no HUD and just kind of enjoy the game, like just kind of like in a natural way. Like if you need to do stuff in this game, like complete challenges or quests or an event or something, then having the HUD, you kind of really need it. Okay. Next stop, Grafton Dam. You kind of really do need the HUD to do most things, but if you're at a point where you've done everything and you just kind of want to like explore around, walk around, kill enemies, and like just kind of pop into events to, you know, help to kill enemies, I guess. You'd really, at that point, you would not need you wouldn't need your HUD. So in a way, you could kind of feel like, or for me, talking to myself, I could feel like I'm working towards that. Working to a point where I don't need the HUD. Of course, also with a bloodied build, having the HUD is useful because you want to know how close you are to death. And you'll, you know, want to think about acting on surviving sooner, right? So part of this quest that I'm on, you need to get into this dam building, but if somebody's opened the door before you, then to find a way into this dam, what you're supposed to do is like you're supposed to find a pipe over the edge of the cliff nearby, and you're supposed to walk in through the pipe. But if somebody's come here before you and they've opened the doors, you can just walk in. And as of like a couple years ago, or maybe 2 or 3 years ago, they added in a new feature to this game where you can loot every enemy in an area, or every dead body in an area. Like not an auto loot, but like a loot all button, kind of. And so in this dam is a dead body with the keys to the dam inside on his corpse. So if you kill the super mutants outside and you loot, and you hit the loot all button to loot all the dead bodies in the area, like, you know, you're fighting a bunch of super mutants, you don't want to loot each and every one of their bodies, so you hit the loot all button, right? So if you wanted to do that, you would also pick up the keys, whoops, you would also pick up the keys off the dead body. and then you could just get into the dam that way. So it's kind of cheating, practically. I gotta remember there's also a Tinker's Workbench just outside I can use to help with another part of this quest. This is another quest where it's kind of a bit of like a text-based, if you really wanted to know the story of what's going on, you kind of have to do more reading, which I don't care for. Bloodied still the way, just came back to 76. Well, I'm specifically, you really don't need a bloodied build anymore. From what I've been reading, one of the better legendary effects is Furious now, because like they have a new stack, like a new damage stacking system. So the damage like gets like really quite strong. Plus, with like Furious, you know, you obviously don't have to have like low health anymore. So like a Furious build, you know, not low health. Like I've heard that's like a really effective build right now. So, I mean, a bloodied build would probably still be like in the top 3. That's brutal. I blew them up into confetti. A bloodied build would probably still be in the top 3 builds. But it's not, I don't know if, it's debatable whether it is the top build. I'm going with the bloody builds because it works for me, because I specifically want to do a lot of leveling. So that's the real reason why I am still wanting to focus on a bloodied build. Oops. I think I could probably just run over there. But yeah, one of my goals for this character I've made is to get to level 500. So I want as many advantages as I can get for getting XP, which would be, you know, having really high intelligence. Oh, come on. Pretty crashy tonight for me. I don't usually have this many crashes. Honestly, I might just leave. Maybe, I feel like this, I don't know how long I've been playing on this server, but it's crashed for me. I feel like it's crashed for me like 2 or 3 times in the past couple hours, so. I think if I go over to the social menu, and then I go to this team I'm on, and then I select leave team, I think that's good enough. So then I can hopefully pop into a different server. PS5? Yes, sir. That's what I'm on. PlayStation 5. Yep. Yeah, it do be kind of crashy. From what I've heard, the order of, like, best systems to play this on in terms of, like, gameplay performance, PC's the best, then Xbox, then PlayStation. But, I've always been a PlayStation man. I do have an Xbox Series... my camp's loading in. Okay. I do have an Xbox Series S, but, it's just an S, so... Team already full, come on. It's just a Series S, so it's like not even that worthwhile to use. I only got the Series S because I just wanted to like I wanted to try playing Skyrim and Fallout 4 with like a bit better of a mod selection. And an Xbox Series S is cheap compared to a PC. Where did I get that Gatling laser? Okay. That's what I'm on. Don't have any issues really. I at level 372 at the moment. PS5, I mean. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, most of the time I don't have any issues either with my performance. On average, I would say like maybe I would crash like once every 3 hours or so, which is pretty good. Pretty good by my standards. But today, I don't know, today has felt like a tiny bit more crashy. Can't explain why. Oops, how did that miss? What's going on there? Okay, how much more... my goal is to finish up all the quests in this area. How much more do I gotta do? Whoops. Getting run up on. What? Still more? Sheesh. Okay. Another guy over here. No kidding. It's a good name he's got. Play myself into a coma. A lot of players. A lot of players in this region. Don't tend to see too many. Okay, in terms of quests I still gotta complete, I think I've just got this one, this cold case, and then I wouldn't mind doing the 2 dailies as well. The Huntmaster daily and the cooking daily, just to kind of round out this region. All right. Then once I finish those up, I'll wrap it up for the day. What time is it? It's 11. It's 11:30. Gosh. Can't be staying up too much later. I got work tomorrow. Gotta get these quests done. Luckily, they're fairly short. Yeah, okay. I don't have to worry about getting interrupted by... Oh, what? Fucking great. Good. Join that team. I hate it when, like, I'm playing... you know, I'm running around, doing my thing, playing whatever. What's he firing? What are these guys doing? Yeah, whatever. Alright. I will head over here. I hate when I'm playing just, you know, normal, just doing my own thing. And I'm on a team, and then, like, for some reason, everyone just leaves my team, and I'm alone. And it's just like, okay, great. I'm playing on a team because I need the benefits of playing with other players. Why you gotta leave me? Honestly, I suspect it's because I'm low level. Where's the other guy? Here he is. And I feel like I see this discrimination fairly frequently. How dare they? Only I can discriminate. No one can discriminate against me. I will not allow it.
Welcome to the Black
All right,
Bear
Huntmaster.
Lodge, a family-friendly hunting club.
You need anything dropped or crafted?
You must be here to sign up for the tournament. Very well. I'll add
Don't
your
think
name to
so.
the rolls. Each hunter is given 3 animals to track and kill.
Need anything dropped or crafted? I don't. There's nothing that I really need.
Any kill made anywhere will count.
Effectively, I'll take. You know, if you're gonna If you're just gonna give me things, I'll take them, but there's nothing that I need. That's my philosophy. I did... Fastnacht ended... Hold on, is there? Oh, no, I don't have to. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is there a workbench down here? No, wait. No, wait. I think there's not. I don't want to have to head back to my camp. It's like a brewing station or something. I think that's it. Ah, man. Okay, I'll have to head back to my camp. Fastnacht ended recently, and I had 2 glowing masks, and I traded those glowing masks for, like, I needed, like, 20 or 30 legendary mods, and then I asked, I was able to get, like, 30 of each of them that I needed. So my stash is very full. So there's, like, nothing... I have, like, pretty much all the mods that I need for now. And there's nothing else I can really think... I mean, with the introduction of legendary crafting, like, I can't think of anything else I could ever need or want, honestly. Perfect storm. I don't know, somebody might want that perfect storm. What's my stash looking like? Can't store it, okay. Where are these animals I gotta kill? Yaoguai, Honey Beast, Mirelurk. Okay. I gotta kill. Hold on, let me activate this quest here. Daily Big Game Hunter. Okay, there he is. Oh, there's a couple of them. Let me switch to my pistol. Well, that's that. Next up, a honey beast. Dogwood die-off is starting now. Come on. And a raider? It's a cultist. What you doing? Honey beast. Honey beast. Honey beast. Honey beast. No honey beast? Where? There's a stingwing over there. Don't see those too often outside of events. Honey beast, huh? Squirrel. Honey beast, honey beast. Oh, okay. And then one Mirelurk, which I could kill anywhere. Fertilizer. Dogwood die-off, huh? Guess I could try to do this dogwood die-off. I've discovered all the locations. I just need to grab 3 bags of fertilizer, put them into the 3 machines, and I just need to kill 1 Mirelurk. And for this event, this dogwood die-off, for some reason, Mirelurk spawn at the various sites I need to go to. Can't explain that, but okay. That could be convenient to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak. Oh, here's a ton of ghouls. I hope they like grenades. Hope they like grenades. Hope they like grenades. this guy want? Don't ask 2020 YouTube. Hello, he's wearing an NCR uniform. Okay, he's trying to figure out how to emote. He is level 65. Oh, there he did it. He did it. He figured it out. Okay, good for him. Fertilizer. No worries, if you ever do, let me know. I will take your very rare apparels. You can give me your forest or urban scout mask, or your tattered field jacket, or your I don't remember, what's the leather one called? Traveling leather jacket or something like that. I'll take that. You can give me those. I'll take those. I've got a hunter's long coat already, but I'll take more of them. You got those. Give them here. I will not resell them. I swear I will keep them for I will keep them forever and treasure them. Definitely not going to resell. Totally. At some point I will set up a camp in the mire. And then I'll try to do the dailies around the mire, so I'll have a chance of getting the tattered field jacket. I found a tattered field jacket in somebody's vendor once. They were selling it for like 10K. And I was like, whoa! And I grabbed it, and then I traded it for... I feel like I traded it for something like 900 liters bobbleheads. Plus all of the... Plus I got like a ton of... I also got like a ton of, what do you fucking call them? Mods for that. There, big game hunter complete. And I just need to load fertilizer into one more machine, and then I will have completed Dogwood Die-Off as well. And then the last thing I will do is this cooking daily quest. Cook it up. Alright, here's a bunch of mirelurks fighting a bunch of ghouls. He tried to get away and I exploded him. I exploded him good. Alright. Last stop for this. Whoops. Gotta repair it first, I guess. Whoops. There you go. That is done. Oh, I'm over encumbered now? Come on, man. Alright, let me head back to my camperino. Maybe I gotta eat some grilled rat steak. I'm getting a little over-encumby. Got a bunch of dogwood as a reward for that quest. Gee, thanks for the wood, I guess. Grilled rat steak. Okay. Give me a bit more carry weight. Okay. Next up, how far away is that? It's not too far. Okay. Last but not least, I will do this cooking daily. And then I'll feel complete that I've rounded off and done most everything needed for this region, the Toxic Valley. And then after this, I mean, this is gonna be my last day streaming Fallout 76 for a while. My plan is I'm gonna be away next weekend, so no streaming. And then, but when I come back for about I'll come back, I guess, to streaming like about at the start of. Can I take this? There you go. I'll take this workshop while I'm at it. I'll come back to stream at about the start of September. So my plan is to stream Helldivers 2, because it will release on Xbox like that week. So I'm hoping for like a big reinvigoration of the community. And then, so I think, yeah, all September probably I'll be streaming Helldivers. And then in October, I gotta play horror games. I was planning maybe to play through Bloodborne, but that might not be. We might not be doing that after all.
Come for the cookout? I hope you brought your appetite.
Okay, daily thrill of the grill. Put meat on the grill.
Just really rust
The
my
grill is not ready.
appetite that I don't have any meat to grill. Could you get me some rat stag meat?
Could you get me some rat stag?
And death claw meat. Oh, I'll be able to make some
Okay, I found a little meat, and I put it on the grill. What's next?
Those are some nice
Just conveniently, I had some raw meat. I may have duplicates of some of those. I'd have to check. Add if you want. Gamer tag, same as Twitch names. Okay, yeah. Feel free to send me a friend request anytime. And yeah, sure. I'll take your stuff. I'll take your stuff. Bloodborne is the goat. Yeah, I love Bloodborne. I was planning to play through Bloodborne in October because it's horror themed. Every October I got to stream horror games, right? So it was horror. Bloodborne is horror themed, but I was planning to play it with somebody, and they might not be able to play it. So I might have to find someone else to play. Last year, I think I played the Silent Hill 2 remake, and the year before that, I played all the other Silent Hill games. And the year before that, what did I play the year before that? I don't remember. Play something different every year. We also played like a little Roblox just for fun. Because there are some like fan-made Roblox horror games that are really stupid. I'll also play Dead by Daylight, which I hate Dead by Daylight, but I feel obligated that I gotta play some Dead by Daylight every Halloween month because it is arguably the best horror themed the best horror themed competitive game.
It's enough to make my service.
Quest completed. Oh, that guy I waved at earlier. He came back to my camp, and he's buying some shit. I didn't want to go back to my camp just yet, because he's probably going to be, like, all you know, emoting at me. Alright, I'm done everything I needed to do for today. I have discovered every location in the area. I've done all the quests in this area. So I am good to move on. Once I get to level 100, I will, I think, move over. I think my plan is to move over to the Savage Divide area and make a new camp and then fully explore that region as well. I think that's what I was going to do. I haven't decided when I want to fully explore the forest and then also the ash heap. I got to fit those in to my schedule sometime. I'm just waiting for that guy who was at my camp to leave. I think he just left. Okay, let me head over to camp. Bloodborne is Lovecraftian cosmic horror at its absolute finest, in my opinion. It's very good. I like it a lot. I was hoping to play it again this year, but yeah, might not be working out. So I'll have to find. I'll have to think about other horror games to play in October. I get there. You know, there's a lot to choose from. So you know, lots to think about. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's late. I got work tomorrow. I still gotta have my dinner. So yeah, let me quit out of this team. I'm glad that I got to do today everything that I wanted to do in this game. Did some leveling. I bought all of the gold bullion stuff from Minerva. Did all the challenges. Finished exploring the Toxic Valley. So we're moving along at a good pace. Anyway, this is the last day I'll be streaming Fallout 76 for some time. I'm gonna keep playing this game a lot off stream. But I have a sort of streaming schedule that I already have preset for the next couple months. It won't open up until November, so possibly I will stream Fallout 76 in November again. But yeah, September's going to be Helldivers. October's is going to be horror games. November is open. Haven't decided what I want to play then. Possibly, I might consider getting Battlefield 6. It's coming out in October, which is unfortunate, but if I was going to play Battlefield 6 in November, it would be on Mondays and Fridays. And then I think Ark Raiders was going to come out. I don't know how I feel about that game yet, though. Have a good one. All right, bro. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll be back streaming tomorrow with some Apex. So I'll see you guys next time.
He's the guy who's the talk of the town with the restless gun. Don't you bother to fool him around. Keeps the varmints on the run, boy. Keeps the varmints on the run. You may think he's a sleepy type guy, always takes his time. Soon I know you'll be changing your mind when you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use a gun. He's the top of the West, always cool, he's the best. He keeps alive with his Colt 45. When you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use a gun. He's the top of the West, always cool, he's the best. He keeps alive with this Colt 45. Who's the guy who's riding to town in the prairie sun? You won't bother to fool him around when you've seen him use a gun, boy. When you've seen him use his gun.